and garlic. The 5 cups I had this morning are getting to me. I gotta go, I got the worst fucking spins. Then you ask if I gotta leave, and I wish that I could say no, but we're so caught up in the moment, and I just need a second to catch my goddamn breath.
In Philadelphia, a city of many cultures, it feels like it could be hard to find someone like you. There's musical structures held up by the city, Meek Mill and hip-hop, Boyz II Men and R&B, even jazz, classical, and soul music all have strong roots in the town. But under those roots, and under the ground, there's the outcasts, the punks, the goths, or the indie kids. The Philadelphia DIY scene dates back to the 80s, with the first basement punk show having been recorded around Drexel's campus in 1983. One of the bigger bands to come out of the scene at the time was the Dead Milkmen, who began in the Philadelphia punk circuit until they eventually got big enough and started touring across the country. Fast forward to the late 2000s and 2010s, alternative music was beginning to take root again as fourth wave emo, otherwise known as the emo revival. Philadelphia was the epicenter and one of the biggest exporters of the sound, with groups like Algernon Cadwallader, Snowing, and the Men Singers forming around the late 2000s. They all gained moderate popularity, especially Algernon Cadwallader's debut album, Some Kind of Cadwallader, which gained attention as media outlets began to call the band the heroes of the emo revival. Pitchfork also rated the album an 8.3 out of 10, which is pretty good. But that was just the beginning. Other bands began to pop up around the same time, making the scene larger and larger. Many notable groups began to build on the newfound roots of Philadelphia emo, including Everyone Everywhere, Marietta, Kaitana, Hop Along, Jank, and most importantly, Modern Baseball. The other bands were big, but Modern Baseball was really big. Modern Baseball is also notable for being one of the college bands that became really popular within the scene, as they formed at Drexel University and eventually dropped out to pursue their music careers full-time. Their first show was at the Michael Jordan House, where they charged $3 at doors or a picture of Michael Jordan. This house became a center for the local scene, where other notable bands such as Marietta played often. One of the biggest issues that has long been present in the scene has been sexual assault. It's a problem when anyone feels unsafe in a party setting, and unfortunately a lot of the time, people don't do anything about known issues. A well-documented case in the scene a few years ago was the band Jank, where the lead guitarist and vocalist Lou Diamond was accused of sexual assault.
One that I experience most is the sexual harassment of women and just the overall bigotry towards women that happens in the scene. It's something where people who say that women are safe at shows are lying. Every woman has to be diligent, and every woman has to be aware that while, yes, you may think a show or a scene or a venue is safe for you, it almost never is. And you can surround yourself with good people, and you can surround yourself with people who wouldn't do those things, but a lot of the time, if you're going into a place where you don't know every single person that is there, and you haven't known them for, even if you just haven't known them for a long time, there will be people hiding in plain sight. A lot of the people that you may consider your friend, or you may know socially, or you may just be acquaintances with, you're always in danger of finding out that they are not who you thought they were.
The music scene has lost traction on the popularity it had during the 2010s, but is still alive and well and underground like before. Venues around the city, like our own Blood Bank, the Underworld, the Stoop, and other local venues still support the scene, as well as bigger venues and locations like the Yuki Club, First Unitarian, Philomoka, and Walmart Beach.
I've got so much to do, but it's okay, 'cause whatever